Okay, let's start recording. And now, let's go. My name is Mihkel.
Hello, I'm Christian.
Nice to see you again, or hear or read about you. Today, we are going to talk about a very interesting development in our game development. Namely, we are preparing for a small single-player game with very partial functionality. We don't like to call it a demo game. We have been discussing every detail of this game and mechanics in the game. And lately we've been discussing crafting system. Even more, we have 3 different types of systems for crafting. And we haven't agreed on every element of these systems yet. So we would like to hear your opinion and suggestions on a good system. We are going to explain later with our team what have we been thinking of. Christian.
I wanted to add why this is so important and expand your view and understanding about game development, and why maybe some games take a little bit longer, or the start before making a game is taking time and everything. And the point is that if you want to innovate something or do something differently or little bit advanced or better, or you are tired of the old system, you are tired of the same viewpoints, mechanics, that's why there is more than 20 years nothing new. Everything is copy paste, everything is same old, maybe little bit beautiful, maybe a little bit different, because the thing is that if you don't prepare, if you don't put ideas on paper, if you don't discuss them over and over and just start making something, doesn't matter what you're making, it comes out as everything already done. Nothing new about it, because you don't put your effort, your thinking, your ideas, your imagination, and everything needed to be different. And we want that our game is immersive as it humanly possible. And it's adventure, and it's the enjoyment, and there is when you do something, there is always choices. So that's why we wanted to show you that even one little element, as gathering or crafting, can take a little bit more time. And this is only one element. And there is so much not to know. Most game studios, even very big ones, they are scared, or they just do not want, or maybe there is something else why they do not do it. But that's why there is no innovation 15-20 years in MMORPG world, because most development studios just start making the game. But good game can come only and only when you prepare, when you have tons and tons of new ideas, when you listen your community, and when you understand what's the pain in gamers' heart. That's what we are solving here. Maybe we are not there yet, but we want your help. So now you can listen, you can watch, and share your ideas.
Yeah, and before we turn the floor over to the bigger team, in this video later, also one of our team members is going to introduce herself, and this time it's going to be Siret, voice of Keio. And now the floor is to the bigger team.
Hello everyone.
Today we have a bigger team with us, and my name is Mihkel still. And who are you?
I'm Tony. Hi, I'm a concept artist in our Mortalis game team.
Hi, I'm Aune, game designer.
Yeah, and I'm Henry. I edit these videos and record audio and stuff. But I also really like game design. So.
Yeah, I'm Christian.
Okay, Henry. Very good. Henry, could you introduce what are we going to talk about today?
Yeah, we're all here today to now discuss our crafting system, or actually systems, because there's 3 different types of crafting that we have envisioned for the game. And we're still not quite sure about all the details, and we'd love to hear what you think and maybe any recommendations you have. And yeah, why don't we get started?
Okay, crafting system. The thing is that we are going to have 3 types of 3 development directions in our game, and the terminology is not set yet, but basically the first direction is techno or energy or high-tech crafting or high-tech development. This second one is mechanical, and the third one is bio. And yes, and depending on these the development directions, we would like to implement also crafting systems. Like we would like to have 3 types of systems: energy crafting, mechanical crafting, and bio crafting. But the terminology is not set yet. Yes, is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
And we are open to suggestions. Very difficult word. And ideas how to name these different development directions in our game. Yes, we don't want to restrict anyone to take certain path in the game. We don't have a class system, but everyone has a choice to make, or can choose which direction he is taking, and but it's not it's not limited to just one direction. Everyone can develop in all directions, but it takes too much time, or it's not maybe like wise to do, because it takes too much time to be good in every direction or every skill like tree. Okay.
But those 3 directions, they're also they go through every aspect of the game. Actually, we have approaches to how you who you wanna be in the game. You can also choose to be a mechanical person, biological, nature-loving person, or high-tech, hyper-civilized kind of person in the game. And so to reflect those directions in choices that you can make in the game world, we have also those directions right now in the crafting system.
Anyone else want to add something before we are going further? Yes, no, maybe?
Oh, we have someone there.
Yay!
We have some comments.
We have a fan. Yes.
Yes. Well, yeah. Another example with the 3 directions would be, of course, combat. I guess like different type of weapons taking different directions in those 3 paths. So that's a simple example to explain it.
Okay. Yes. The problem we are facing at the moment is that okay, I'll try to explain my idea of energy crafting. In my mind, it's like when you chop a tree, then our smart tattoo is like collector, or like it's like it's kind of an energy beam that sucks in all the materials and transforms these to be like energy. There are no physical materials anymore, because these physical materials are sucked in as energy and transformed to material energy. Like, I mean that, for example, stone has stone energy and wood has wood energy, etc. So, and this energy is stored in the smart tattoo's memory. This memory is like inventory. It can be upgraded. It can be but it has limited addresses, limited slots at first. This material energy is useful because it hasn't got any weight. For example, if you have physical materials, these have weight and you have some carrying limits. So, but in case of material energy, then it's only the amount of the materials is restricted to the memory, the number of memory slots or addresses in the memory. In my mind, I think it's like this. Yes. What do you think about it? What do you think? What's your opinion?
First of all, I have this thought: why should you cut down a tree? Why can't you change the growing tree into energy directly? Why you still have to put that effort in the game world? And once you have turned wood into energy, how should this item that you craft with this energy look like? It would be very weird if I turn wood into energy and then into this item, and it again looks like something made out of wood. In my mind, I have this idea of energy crafting a little different. I imagine it that you use your smart tattoo powers, your nano robots, and your high-tech human powers to turn materials into energy, but maybe you can use that energy to collect some kind of particles out of your environment, maybe carbon particles, and the things that you make, they're like made out of this very distinct mass that you can recognize. You look at the object and you see that it's an object that is made using this techno energy, and you have made this completely new material combining your techno energy and some kind of material particles from your environment. This very complicated idea. It's a little bit similar to yours, but different also.
Yes, we are just now trying to understand and talk to you, viewers, so you understand what's going on in our minds and what's maybe your opinion. Maybe you see or think something else, or we can meet somewhere in middle. What would be good? But in my mind, there is like in real life, you take down a tree. The tree is weight. The tree also, if you chop the tree, it's how many you can put in your bag or on your shoulder, or how do you carry it. But if, let's say, you're out of room, your bag is full or your hands are full, and you still have, let's say, five logs left to carry, then maybe you can transform these 5 logs to energy and put in your tattoo, but you can't transfer them back anymore. But you have a choice then. Do I put some wood to my bag or carry with hands, and do I transfer other wood to energy and use energy to other things later? Or I come back and transfer the other wood later. So it's like choices, because in my mind the most difficult when you gather things is the inventory space. In every game almost there is problem with inventory, and you don't have alternative choices. And you don't want to carry 999 wood and 18,600 stones because it's insane. But if you can transform some of the materials to the energy, it's choice. You can transfer it back, but still you get energy, which is like some item you can do something later. So that's my idea.
How could we use that energy to craft then?
So there is you can use energy to trade in certain places. Can't tell you yet where. You can read our book later, but the energy, yeah, there is many things you can do in energy, and Mikkel has eager to tell me more.
The idea is that you have the first crafting system is this energy crafting, and this means that you are crafting energy items out of energy, out of material energy. So you have alternative systems. You can craft mechanically, like Christian just explained, and you can craft energy items. These items have different statistics and properties, and you can use them alternatively, but you can use them both. So you can use these materials, because in my mind there was all first, if you do the transformation like Christian told, that you take wood and now you transform it into energy, then the first transformation is you get the material energy. It's the wood energy that you get. And now you can use this wood energy to craft something. Or you can transform it even more into, I don't know, techno energy or normal energy that you can use for trading and use for loading your batteries or loading your nanobots and for that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. For me, having different kind of energies makes it a little bit complicated. I would like maybe that energy to be one general pool of energy, and like I explained earlier, for making this very distinct energy material. Yeah, we could use that energy to do some material that you maybe even cannot harvest from nature anywhere, but you can use all kinds of natural materials that you gather for making this energy, and for using then your techno energy powers to mold this new material into whatever you like to craft. This is something I imagine would be cool from artistic point of view. I would like to have all items that are made by biocrafting or mechanical crafting or this energy crafting, that they all look very different from each other. For example, biocrafting, I imagine, could be something like this, that you put a seed that you have altered somehow into the ground, that it grows into being a chair, or it grows into a sword or armor or something, or you use some kind of insects or plant leaves, and the growing is a very important part in this crafting system. Mechanical crafting is the simplest one. You just take a stick and sharpen a stone and put them together and you have a spear. And energy crafting could be something completely different. You transfer all things that you find into that energy and then make this other new kind of material that looks completely different from the previous items done by other ways.
Okay, Auna.
I'd like to throw another idea there for this. I also was kind of thinking about the looks, and I really love this idea that we would enchant things with energy. So it would be like an energy bubble around the normal objects, for example. I think the Dune movie did it. Like their weapons are like, if they're bright, they have this energy over them, for example. Something like that we could use this mechanical crafting and then add this level of energy there with energy crafting, that it would be in an energy bubble and it would have different stats then.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting ideas. Great, that's great.
Also, I think it would be a bit clear to explain that this energy crafting could be a bit like 3D printing in a way, to make it more understandable what it even means. It's sort of, since they are a very high-tech society that lives on ships, then for them it's normal to just like create matter out of thin air using their smart technology, their tattoos, their nanobots. So it's maybe something akin to 3D printing, but very much in the future. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the main question, okay, however it's done, the energy crafting and mechanical crafting, however it's done, the main question actually remains that when picking up materials, are these stored first as mechanical materials, or are these stored as energy first, or what's the first step in the game? Because in my mind, the energy crafting was like a first step, because our players are human clones. Like Henry explained, the high-tech stuff is normal for them, but not maybe for Christian or anyone else. And yes, and that's why I thought that maybe the energy crafting is the first experience in game for players, and then the mechanical crafting can follow. And in my mind, the mechanical crafting was like a skill tier 2 or the next level skill for players, because they are high-tech human clones who don't know anything about taking a stick and a stone and making a spear out of it. They don't know it. It's a totally new concept for them.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense that we would start with the energy crafting, and then it could be also function as this kind of newbie buff, that because in the beginning you would have a lot of more skills and durability because of all these energy things, and then you run out of the whatever powers it, and then you have to start learning this mechanical crafting, and afterwards, after you learn it a bit and restore your energy, then you can choose already. But then it would create this interesting dynamic then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally agree. Yeah.
So yeah, there is many questions and ideas up in the air, and you viewers and fans can think, what's in your mind? How do you maybe would like to see materials, inventory space, crafting? Which comes first? Which comes second? Maybe there is a middle way. Maybe there is some way we have not seen or thought yet. So there is your chance to put your ideas in the game. So please comment down to the comment section. Let us know what's your ideas, what's your opinions. Ask more questions, and let's see how and where it leads. So now our voice actor, actress Siret, will talk about herself. It's very interesting how she do it. So Siret, floor is yours.
My name is Siret, and what I do day to day is I do many things, actually. I am an actress, I'm a singer, I'm a TV person. I do the weather forecasts in Estonian national television. And I do voice acting and dubbing and translating the dubbings as well, which is an interesting world. Yeah, in Mortalis team, I actually saw the ad for the voice talent needed for the video game. And it really intrigued me because I've done many different voice works, the commercials, the movies. I've done the automatic voice answering machine, but I had never done anything game related. And I thought, okay, this is cool. I want to try. It would be like something that is going to be forever in a sense. And I just sent them my sample and they picked me out for voice acting in the video game. I am actually Keio, but it's just a short of my code name, which is a long line of numbers actually. What do I like most about Mortalis game? I like the fact that it lets people create their own world in a sense, because I don't want to bring parallels to lots of other games, but in a way it is similar to games I have liked in life before, like Sims, for example, because I can just build my own house, create my own people, and technically I can choose my own game lifeline actually. Or the circle of how do I want to end up playing this. Mortalis also offers that, I think, and everybody can experience the game differently, the way that they would like to. Everybody can have their own like avatar, they can choose what they do, they can choose who they do it with. They can contribute to creating the game, creating new chapters on the topics that they like. If they feel like something's missing, they can contact the game developers and then say, hey, I would like to add this. So they can, it's like a big gaming community living in this virtual world in a sense. And I think it's cool. I have not really, so to say, seen how the game development itself looks like, but I think seeing from the scratch of how video game production, I would rather use the word production, is put together. This is interesting because I would have never thought that launching a video game takes so many years and so many people and so much effort, and it's not only just let's code it and then launch it. It's so much more. It's the platform, it's creating the community before to create the interest that is there even like a market to that kind of game. So I think this is a big part of the gaming industry that people don't often give enough credit to. And I think that is the most interesting thing. And it can also be, you know, drawn as a parallel to anything else in life that we want to do. We want to start our own business. Again, it's not just opening the account for the jurisdiction. It's so much more than that. I'm actually really comfortable of being who I am and doing the work I know, meaning being the character. And I'm really looking forward for the game to launch and for the first chapters to come out and people to start working with it, because this opens up a whole new like a process for me as well, because for now we have just introduced it by reading the chapters from the book that's also going to launch soon, to actually start recording the commands and sort of like these introductory little pieces that help the player throughout the game. That's gonna be really fun. So when I'm gonna play Mortalis, I want to try something different than my real life looks like. So if today, for example, I'm a singer and I do all these like creative things in my life, I would rather want to try how it is to be very practical in a way that maybe I want to be like a doctor or do something really different as a role when I play Mortalis. That would be really interesting to see where this leads me, in a sense, helping people in different way. Now I'm just entertaining them, and the justice maybe again making it too light to try out like a different life. I think this is also one of the reasons why I'm acting, to experience life through a different like lens, because I can't switch myself out in a sense, but I can kind of put myself on a side and then play something else and do something else. And I think Mortalis is a great way to do the same thing, but virtually. I would want to give just enough of the artsiness to Keio. Oh, if I could help out creating Mortalis with a bit more of my face, then I would not want to, when I play it, I would not want to play as myself. But I would happily help to develop the parts of my life for somebody else. So if I'm being asked, how would you describe if we were going to make like a portfolio for a singer, or a portfolio for this or that I actually do, then I would be more than happy to share that knowledge and say, hey, maybe you wanted to, also consider that, because this is also like part of my life, the part of the grind, the everyday stuff that people don't see but is there. I think that's the most important thing to acknowledge when you live the creative life. That a lot of the times people see the shine and the glitter and the fancy, but they don't see the work behind it. So I think I would like to see in the game exactly this part that is not seen. So the person who plays the creative person in the Mortalis world understands that the work needs to be put in as well. The golden spoon is not going to be fed to you all the time. So some people might recognize me as the voice of Keio, but voice memory is not very strong for people who are not used to listening. I opened a completely new world with this when I started voice acting. So now I do recognize people better by their voice. So when I hear somebody, I'm like, yeah, that's Jim. Other than that, I do other voice acting as well. So I do voice acting for mostly kids movies or kids series. For example, Baby Shark is probably the most known internationally. I am Baby Shark. And I also translate Baby Shark for Estonia. So I am Baby Shark in all the ways. Like, I put the thoughts into Baby Shark and I also am Baby Shark. So there's a lot of me in Baby Shark Estonia. And other things that I have also translated and being part of is, like, for example, the Santiago Seas. It's a very cool cartoon where kids can learn also Spanish, because part of the series is in Spanish, and I incorporate that also with Estonian, so it's cool that kids can learn Spanish. Movies that I have done, the last one that just came out is Mia and Me. It's actually a series, but they now have the feature film of this. So I'm Mia in the movie, and I also I translated this movie as well. This is just a coincidence, actually. So one of the movies that is gonna come out soon is The Amazing Maurice, and I also played there one of the lead characters. So go to the movies in the end of January when you speak Estonian, of course. And I think the dream here is to give some character the voice from the scratch. So somebody's gonna overdub my voice and translate this. So one day I hope this is gonna happen, that I can be the voice of, I don't know, Cruella de Vil or whatnot. Probably not, because my voice is maybe too cute for her. But yeah. The Frozen Anna or something. Yeah, something like that. Some people might recognize me from the several competitions that I've taken part of. 2015, I was taking part of Estonian Idol, and I got to the top 10 girls, and I was in the live shows or whatnot. And then later on now, in 2021, I was in the Finnish The Voice, and I got to the semifinals, which is top 9. Yay! And now I'm also in a cover band called Tailor Made, and we do the gigs for dance music at the parties and some also at the bars in Estonia, like Urban or Chicago. Or music is a big part of my life, and I also write music. I haven't really released much, but I am working with an album, jazz music. It has been in the pipeline for quite a while now. There have been reasons behind why it's still not ready yet, but I don't want to go into this because it's not really important. Important part is that it's coming. One day it is coming, and it's going to be better than maybe if it would have come out earlier.
What keeps you interested in Mortalis? What is the most fascinating part of this game that keeps you committed to the point that you will even do a dev talk?
The most interesting part is that I don't know where it's going. Seriously. I love the challenge of potential. And when I can take part of something that I don't know where it leads to, it kind of, in a way, kicks me in the butt all the time that I don't want to give up on that. I don't want to give up on the opportunity. I don't want to give up on the potential. And I see the potential. And I just can't wait for it to come to the full fruition. I want it to be the sort of game that everybody talks about. I want to be the game that goes down in history. And people are going to remember, like, oh, remember when Mortalis came out? Yeah, I started with this, and now look at me. I have this whole, like, bunch of castles and everything built, and we're already living on Mars and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's limitless opportunities. Well, at least I feel that there are limitless opportunities with Mortalis, and I can't wait to see the whole road rolling down in front of my face in a way. Because it gives me something I can't get from anywhere else. The chance to work with a video game that is my first, and who knows, maybe it's also my last, because you never know when these opportunities come, and they never come again. I think what I seek also in my real life is another step, and another step, and another step, and another step. I don't want to really think what I want to become, because maybe I'm blocking myself in a way. When I think, okay, this is my end goal. I don't want to have end goals as an artist. I want to just have fun on the road, I think. So, and I'm having fun, and it's not, taking a piece out of me. It's rather giving a piece to my life, back to me. So, and I'm proud that I'm selected to be part of this. I think it's fun.
Thank you, Siret, for that great introduction. And that's it for today. Let's meet all again next time. And meanwhile, have fun.
And play some games. Goodbye.